We are Legion.
We are all.
We are one.
We are
Watching. Florida not nutty.
Hey folks, how you doing? This is Gregg. We are back again with another week's worth of digital cards and a little more activity this week, so a lot to talk about. And with us, as always, is my lovely and talented wife, Christel. How you doing, sweetheart? You guys see you got your kitty.
Lothy, the loth cat.
Oh, it's Lothy. I stuck that terrible name on him. Apparently, he's our mascot now, and we're in an argument about this. I don't think
if somebody has a better name than Lothy.
Please, there's got to be a better name than Lothy. I literally crapped that out in about half a second. I was like, if he's going to be our mascot, he has to have a name. So maybe we need to have a contest, name Lothy, and we'll give a prize.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
All right.
All right, we'll do it on our Discord. I'll do it on the. We'll let the Discord folks give him a name. So you don't like the name Lothy? Okay, cool. She just discovered he can do that. So. Lothy's back, folks, and with us again, our good friend Matt Jacobus. How are you doing today, Matt?
I am doing great. I'm here, happy Saturday morning, waking up. Nothing better.
Got any puppets?
No.
any puppets or stuffed animals you want to add to the show? Just let us know. We'll work it in somehow. This week kind of needed puppets, honestly.
Yeah.
It needed puppets, so
No.
It needs this was quite a week in digital cards, and that's why we have our new friend, the King of Cards. I'm the King of Cards. I'm a good ventriloquist, right?
Nobody knew. Who would have guessed?
Hey, I'm the King of Cards here, and I'll tell you all about the digital cards this week. I don't know why I'm covering my face. I'm very shy. Yeah.
Oh, well.
I'm not doing that. I just had that puppet around. We just keep a puppet around in case we need one.
I would have had my 12-inch action figures, my Luke or something, could have popped in, just been like, burp.
Yeah, that's, just kind of a thing that happens around here. Every once in a while, a puppet or a mascot will pop out. So, moving into the magical world of digital cards, not a lot of news on the Garbage Pail Kids front, really. I mean, they kind of did their drop a few weeks ago. You sold some cards, didn't you, Matt?
I did. I finally sold one. So I sold one of the Atom Bomb base cards, 8A, and I got $60. So
$60 for a base card's great.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
So I had it out there for 75 or best offer, and then I ended up just taking 60 for it. Because they were starting to come down a little bit. It was a little higher than that, but still, I'm only in for 125. So now I'm only in for 60, and I still have a pile of cards. Nice stuff too. So that's not bad. And 2 more Atom Bombs, so I could sell those if I wanted to.
I sold off my Atom Bombs. I still have a Blasted Billy, which is the B version of that. So
that seems to be selling okay, though.
Yeah, it's a pretty popular card. So I'm holding that, and then really haven't done anything else with it. I have a sketch up. I had some jackass on eBay go, can you give me the blockchain number on that? The card number on that one, the long number. So I give him the number, and he goes, that number doesn't correspond to that card. I'm like, look, fucking jackass. Here's my account name. Go look. It's right fucking there. I mean, what is he trying to do?
That's the whole thing about this is it's indisputable. If you give
exactly, and he's gonna come at me and dispute. It's like, look, here's my ID. It's isdow.wham. Take a look. It's right fucking there, and you can get whatever goddamn number it is that you think you need to have. And then I blocked him from bidding on my shit anyway.
Oh, good.
That guy.
Yeah, because that's bullshit.
I got better things to do than run down this big fucking number for you, dude.
And maybe you typed one wrong letter or something, but just give him your account number, your account name. They can go in there and they can see everything that you have with the unique identifiers, and then they can also see every person who's ever had that card if you got it from
it's just me.
else.
I'm the only I'm the only one that ever had it. Just like, what I don't even understand what the point what he was
It
doing.
doesn't make sense.
Well, I mean, it's just this kind of
People, man.
jackass, I think, that's into this. Is the because poor Dan, he was selling a card. He got that gold card, and yay, we're all excited. 785.
That's awesome, man. So
He
happy.
didn't get paid. It ain't awesome. He didn't.
Whoa, he didn't get paid?
No, he relisted. He's got it back up again.
I
So-
did not know that. I thought everything was great. I thought he was done.
I think if you bid your previous amount, you'll probably get it for less than that.
Oh,
It's
man.
down a lot. But big fucking bummer for him because he should have got that money, honestly.
Well, I hope he reported that guy and everything because, yeah, maybe the other guy, maybe the buyer or the person who won saw that some of those golds are, they're coming down. They're not what we were excited that we thought he'd get, and they're selling for a few hundred now. So maybe he's like, well, now that they're selling for cheaper, I'm just not going to pay for this one, which is bullshit.
I hope he went through the non-paying bidder process and stuck that guy with a strike.
I hope so.
Because as a seller, that's literally all you can do. That's the only threat you have. You can't neg a buyer anymore, which is bullshit to begin with, because there's more bad buyers, I think, than there are bad sellers on eBay.
I would definitely say that's the case. No, poor Dan, that sucks. I feel bad for the guy. I thought he got paid. Everybody was happy. Everything's great. He sold the card. No, damn it, that sucks.
So that sucks. So it's back out there again. Go find it, and you can buy it now for less. So that was all that. Now, did you do anything in any of the sports apps this week with bunt or kick or?
I did not. I don't. Yeah, as big a baseball and hockey guy as I am, you'd think I'd be into bunt and skate, but I'm not. So
they
nothing
had a
there
cool
for
set
me.
in skate this week. It was the fire. That's a pretty popular set in all the sports apps. Kind of a cool design, and they actually had a bunch of LE stuff that you could get with coins at long odds, but like 250 count cards in skate, which is skate's kind of not so populated. 250 would be raging in Star Wars right now.
Oh, yeah, nowadays, yeah, that'd be ridiculous.
But it's it's not that hot and busy over there. But limited. I pulled a few. I've got a few cross trades out. I had a guy hit me up for 3 of them. And he had some decent, some okay Star Wars, and I didn't. I think I threw 100K on each on my main and my alt, and pulled a couple of golds that were like 250 counts. So I'm hoping the guy will. It's probably a time zone thing. Who knows where the fuck hockey fans are?
Yeah, a lot of them in Europe. So.
Yeah, hopefully that's the deal, because I got, it's not nothing major, but it's a couple of nice cards. So we'll see
That's cool.
if that comes through. And if not, who cares? It was free fucking coins.
Right. Yeah, no big deal. Nice.
So that was pretty much that. And then the other big news in, I don't know, is wrestling a sport? Does it count?
It's entertainment for sure.
It's entertainment.
Sports entertainment. And, they have the same kind of injuries and stuff. Oh my God, he's got a metal chair. That's a little different. You don't see that in any of the other sports. I think they should add it. I think it could really be good in football.
There's a lot of theatrics in soccer, though.
Oh God, yes.
God. Oh, the acting when they fall,
yeah.
it's like
the guy he falls down and
Dude,
goes
he
into
gets his arm
convulsions, and his teammates run out and jam a stick in his teeth, and oh my God, it's ridiculous. Yeah, the guy, a butterfly lands on his shoulder, and the guy does a triple backflip,
and he has to be stretchered off.
Blood capsule in his mouth, starts spewing blood everywhere. Those guys are nuts. That is some funny shit. That and the ones that like they're running and then like they get tripped up or whatever, and then they just keep rolling.
Like 16 rolls. It's kind of like wrestling.
It's really funny. So yeah, that's good. But so Slam shares that, I guess.
There you go. So there's a parallel there.
The theatricality of wrestling is there in kick. But they did it. They finally did it. They blew it all up.
Yep. I don't know how the community is over there because I'm not there, but I do see some of it, that we talk about in the group and all. But I don't know how are they taking it.
Slampocalypse happened?
It did, yeah. So no, it's like let's see. I guess if you took I'm trying to think. If you took all the kids on Disney Collect and then made them huff gas for like 3 days, then you'd have your average Slam user. I think they are not super bright. They're not well spoken. They're I mean, like, and I knew there was things I'm already seeing in the feeds. They're like, hey, well, thanks everybody for making the transition, and here's our list of known issues and stuff like that. And I'm already seeing people that are trying to use their old copy paste in the new new field. And as soon as you hit that hard return, the whole thing goes blank.
Yeah.
And they can't understand
why.
Right. They don't understand why. And how am I going to do my copy and paste now? Well, every single one of those hard returns has to go and be replaced with a little triangle bracket.
Yeah, the less than and greater than signs. Yep.
Right. And then you have less, it feels like you have less characters anyways.
It kind of does. And not that the breaks now eat up your characters. Like
they do a lot.
It really sucks. And if you want to bold something or put something in italics or whatever, that also eats up characters. So
yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
It's a futuristic way to do things in this social media marketplace called digital cards that Topps wants. So
yeah, it's all that new technology.
Yeah, it's the new future.
The latest technology where hard returns don't exist.
Yeah, a lot of times when I text my friends or send emails at work, I have to do the same thing.
Really?
No, idiots. They're like, I can't even imagine. Like, this is new technology. Like, I can't even, like...
You're becoming more like my wife every week, Matt.
They're idiots. Like, you can't, like, this is not technology. This is not how this works. I mean, I might as well have to type it out in Morse code. Like, what the fuck?
It's really stupid. Yeah, you get like 200 characters, and then, you get some, some line breaks there. There's boom, there's 4 characters right there gone every time you get a line break.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. They're idiots. Who thought this was a great idea? Like, you're losing characters. Maybe they wanted shorter messages. Maybe they want to be like Twitter. I don't know.
Well, and I know it's been mentioned enough times in countless feeds about it and stuff, and they've never addressed it. They've never said anything about it. They damn sure have never fixed it. I mean,
oh no.
Damn, how many updates have we had in Star Wars in the last 2 weeks? It's got to be at least 3.
Yeah.
Got to be at least.
Not one's like, good news, your return key works. None of that.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Sorry, I had to clean my glasses. They're filthy.
Do I look any better?
National Eyewear Day.
Yes. So, well, that's why I was cleaning my glasses to celebrate National Eyewear Day. So the Slampocalypse thing happened. They went into maintenance mode at 9:00 on, I think it was Friday or maybe Thursday.
Yesterday was Friday. I think it was Thursday. Was it 2 days ago?
I think it was, you're right, it was Thursday. And so they went into maintenance mode early, and man, it stayed in maintenance mode for a long fucking time. I mean, that shit didn't come back till late afternoon. I want to say 4 or 5 maybe.
I don't know. And
it was a long time.
When it came up, were people missing stuff or whatever, like they were in Star Wars or whatever, or no?
I hadn't seen any of that, but it was just the usual problems. They did have an oopsie overnight. Apparently, somewhere in the middle of the night, there was the Chrome VIP pack popped up in the store, and it didn't go away for like, whoever was up at that night, Thursday night in the middle of the goddamn night. What's wrong? What? Question your choices in life, number one, and then you're spending it on this digital card app. Well, lucky them, they could just keep blasting that Chrome VIP pack because it was like the mega diamond pack.
Right.
So whoever was in on that were able to score a bunch of cards, and there were some rare cards that went up in count overnight and stuff. And I was like, yay! What the fuck?
Wow.
My stuff's not worth anything, and it's like, it's not going to be worth anything in a week anyways.
True.
So they had actually kind of...
That seems pretty minor compared to some of the other snafus we've seen when the migration...
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, compared to, Christelpocalypse or something like that, that was nothing. But they, people were bitching about it because they're looking for a reason to be pissed off. So they'll probably give some kind of apology, something to somebody. I don't know. It won't be me. But that was the biggest oopsie I saw in that transition, the build. the card sheet looks really strange. It seems like the cards are even smaller in that build for some reason.
Really? Did they get the look that we have, the newest look that we have now, where the card sheet's bigger and the header is smaller at the top?
Yeah, but it seems like the cards are even smaller because you're getting even a little bit more at the bottom of that thing. I don't know. Maybe it's just my perception of how little I care about my Slam cards. You know, it's like, oh, how much do I care about these? They look tiny to me.
Yeah, no.
My caring is microscopic.
Proportional then.
Yes. And oh my God, he's got a metal chair! So that was pretty much it for Slam, I think. They'd already kind of transitioned into the release model and price model before they'd actually made the transition. The newer sets that are coming out now have that 3,000, 4,000 coin thing going. And then the no limitations on anything. There's no limited counts anymore. So that's a transition that I think a lot of people are going to really have a big hard time about. Like usually the VIP thing every month, when that went live, when they awarded your VIP levels in Slam, there'd be a signature card that only VIP holders could go for. And so, you know, if you saved coins or if you had diamonds when that pack went live, you could throw at it, and they were limited to 500. I fully expect next month when they announce VIP levels that they will just award a card, just like they do in all the other apps.
Yeah, they'll just give it to you, and then you won't have the opportunity, like you said, to throw coins at it and get multiples or anything. Yeah.
And there won't be any limitation on the count either, so that, you know, if they have, you know, 1,300 VIPs, say, everybody's going to get one, and the value on those is going to be nothing.
Right. Yeah. Bummer. Yeah, that's a tough thing to see happen across all the apps, is the unlimited, the cheap cost, and then the unlimited counts just blow everything
Plus,
out.
it kind of cheapens the VIP. You know,
for sure.
For the folks that spend, you know, you kind of want to incentivize that spending, and that's what the VIP programs have always been about. And that's why we've kind of always wanted one in Star Wars and never gotten one because reasons.
Yeah, I can't imagine what all the reasons are behind that. But like you said, I mean, there should be no reason for us not to have one in Star Wars. That's strange.
Yeah, because it could be really cool, but
oh yeah.
We can't have that. So that was pretty much it for Slam. You know, it's the changes will proceed. The beatings will continue until morale improves.
One way or another, it'll
with
get
a metal chair.
The metal chair, the folding table.
That's the difference. The beatings are actually part of the show.
Part of the fun.
Yes. So then moving on to the magical world of Disney Collect, we had a really cool set. It wasn't an old man set. I don't know. Maybe it is kind of. I went for it, the Pocahontas 25th anniversary.
Yep, that just happened. I didn't start pulling on that yet, but I will.
You got to get on it because Disney, goddamn, the attention span on that app is like 4 minutes. If you're not in the drop in like the first few hours, it's going to be a slog trying to finish that set.
Yeah, that is true. You have to do your dues for needs right away in Disney, because if you don't, it's tough.
Yeah, you got to slap it together while that drop's going hot. So I got in there and you know, threw a bunch of my main and my Alden coins because I had, Jesus Christ, I had close to 1 million on both saved up. So I just threw a bunch and put that together because I love Pocahontas.
Okay.
And
I would not have known it's the 25th anniversary. It doesn't seem like it's been that long, but
no, that seems
testament to my old manness.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, well, that's not possible.
It just came out. What the hell?
Ford was still alive when that film came out. What's going on?
The towers were still standing. They were.
Wow. Still too soon. Too soon.
It doesn't feel like it's been that long. It's 25 years goes quick. Damn it.
It does, yes. I feel sorry for all these people, like, you know, well, I don't know. I guess it's nice when you're young and time seems so long. You get old and everything speeds up. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah, totally. When you're a kid, man, oh, man, time took forever. Your parents said something was going to be 2 weeks away. You're like, oh, my God, 2 weeks.
Saturday afternoon lasted like 3 weeks.
Yeah. Yep. Well,
Sunday mornings were the worst. Sunday mornings just seemed to drag and drag and drag and drag and drag.
Especially if you got drugged to church.
Yeah. I did not. Thank God
Oh.
for that. No pun intended, God. I'm making a note at 1945 to add lightning strike.
There you go.
Really?
Man, I tell you, I got a lot going on with the show. I'm making it more fun.
It's good. It's good stuff.
I have something to do.
What else in Disney? Oh, did you see the new starter set they dropped yesterday? Like, it was free for everybody. You could just grab the pack, and then it had like an example of every card. Like, they had a die cut. It's all the same image. It's like Wizard Mickey, Sorcerer Mickey, right? And then it has like the die cut and the parallax and the motion. And I'm like, this is the nicest set they've ever done. Like,
This one has everything.
just an example. Like, this is one of the better looking things they've
It's
done.
got an autograph. It's got a relic.
They got all the different things. So the Rescue Rangers thing was in there too this week. That was pretty neat.
That was a nice looking card, and I went and pulled that one just because it looked nice. That's a weekly now. They have a weekly.
Yeah, so it's like a every week set or something, or this is, I don't know. It sells out June 9th, so I guess Tuesday. So yeah, I guess every week, but it's not all going to be Rescue Rangers. I don't think. It looks like it's going to be, the Adventure series, so it could have different properties maybe. But the card's nice. The card itself is real nice. The art's nice. It has no border. It's a nice card.
Yeah, it's a beautiful card. So I was like, oh, well, that looks nice. Maybe I'll start doing a weekly on Disney. If that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna do Disney weeklies. Something to do. Shit.
Yeah, for sure. And it's nice looking. And then they did, what was that? That party time thing that looked like neon signs. I finished that up. That was about it.
I didn't even notice that. I guess I don't pay enough attention to Disney sometimes. I'm still melding shitloads of Phineas and Ferbs. You were talking about how you can redo one. Like, if you get one that you have too many of, you can put it back in to get it. So like, I had way too many. I guess it was, which one's the British one? Phineas?
Ferb, I think.
Ferb.
I had too many Ferbs, way too many Ferbs, and I want Candace. So I just got a Ferb. I'm like, God damn it. So I put it back in.
Yeah, just recycle him.
I get another Ferb. It's like, no, you're taking this Ferb. God damn it.
I did the same thing to balance out, and I just kept getting pissed when I get the same one. But I kept doing it until I got my set, a couple balanced out. That's cool, though. That's you're recycling.
I have so many sets of those. I'm just like, I think I'm going to hoard Candace because she just fucking tears me
Busted.
up. She's so funny. That and squirrels in my pants. Oh my God, I got squirrels in my pants. Squirrels in my pants.
I'm glad they did those. Those are really cool.
Yeah. One of my favorite properties.
They did another one of those radial motions. I'm totally not into those. It's like series 3. I didn't do the first 2 series, but
they do a lot of really cool stuff with motion in that app though. The Pocahontas had like the colors of the wind. Motion variant. Those
that reminded me of the Mulan ones. They did the same for the Mulan.
Yeah, very similar, because that kind of like petals in the wind with the Mulan and stuff. So, they do nice stuff. It's all really pretty and nicely designed and stuff like that. Trading's kind of, I get in and I get out quickly. During a hot drop, it's easy. Later on, people just kind of try all kinds of crazy shit, and it's kind of like, no.
It's totally, I don't know. I thought Marvel was bad. Disney's way worse. So like you said, it's like trying to talk to crackheads. It's impossible.
I think it's a demographic thing. It's got to skew younger, because I know a lot of folks. We know a lot of folks that let their kids do the Disney app as they're over here doing Star Wars or Slam or whatever. They let the kids do the Disney, so the whole family's kind of doing a little collecting thing and stuff like that.
Yeah, which is totally cool until they let their kids trade.
Yeah, well, you're not allowed to trade.
No trading.
There should be a parental control. You're not allowed to trade.
Turn off trading, just please. Yeah, because you have to say,
Daddy.
You have to say like dupes for needs. This set only, like that's it.
Right. Yes, and variant for variant, set for set. If you don't say that, they just do anything.
Oh yeah, they say
Marvel too. Marvel's the same way.
Yep. They will send you anything.
Yep.
If you say dupes for needs, if it's a need, it's coming your way. And as we know, there's a lot of stuff that's needs because I don't want it. So.
Well, speaking of Marvel and speaking of needs, unless there's anything else in Disney.
I don't think so.
Okay, because they had a really cool card for me this week.
They sure did.
Was on, I think it was on Thursday, World Environment Day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they've been doing these little holidays, kind of like the daily in Disney, but they're doing only about 10 cards a month instead of one every single day. But yeah, you got that man thing. So
Yeah, it's so weird how they just keep like, and there must be some fan. There's got to be somebody there. There's no way that they would have this much fucking man thing content because, god damn, I mean, he's like an F level character.
that's what. There's more man thing in the Marvel app than any comic book store I've ever gone into.
It's crazy. I mean, like I could like, unless they're just trying to please me, which I don't think they are. They're probably like, fuck that guy. There's got to be a fan there. It's just that just goes, oh, we could use man thing for this, and it's whatever. Fuck it, go ahead.
Probably because, like you said, I mean, it's not like you're dumping shit tons of money into the app. They're not catering to you. So
no, not at all. They should not be catered. Well, now they figured it out. Just put out a free card with man thing on it, or put man thing on the wheel, and I'll be happy because I'm still hoarding all those primals and the Marvel Universe. They just came out with a newer series of Marvel Universe. I went in and pulled some of those. Hey, trading these new ones for the man thing primal or Marvel Universe, and just boom, just flip them right into that. And then a bunch of nice folks in our Discord server and in our Twitter group sent me the World Environment Day. That card doesn't come up if you search man thing.
Weird.
Very strange. It's nowhere in any of the title information or any of that stuff does it say man thing. If you search man thing, it doesn't come up.
That is strange.
So,
and he's the only thing on the card, so.
Right, it'd be it's a cool card, and the numbers are high enough. But I mean, everybody just gets one. It's not like people are going to be throwing, or they'll throw it at me for super rare bullshit, and just kind of like, nope.
No, right? No.
Let's not do that. So,
I am doing the Infinity Stones thing. That's pretty cool. You get them out of the box, and then you get them on the wheel and stuff. So I'm almost there. I've got enough to meld. I haven't melded any yet, but I have enough to meld like 5 out of them or something like that. I'm only missing 1 or 2, and I've got dupes. So
I need to because I don't pay enough attention. I don't get all my claim packs or hit the wheel as often as I should, and I've melded a couple of them now.
Oh, cool.
It's something to go in and do, and it's free. Again, I don't have to give them any money, so I'm in.
Right. Well, they take 6 apiece, so I figured if I got 7, 1 to keep, and then enough to meld the whole thing. So yeah, I'm missing the Power Stone and the Soul Stone, but I'm close on both. I have 4 out of 6 and 5 out of 6, so that's not bad. Soul Stone. No, is that a just
No.
I used to love that. That's when you knew Saturday cartoons were over.
That's true. It was 12 o'clock. It was 12 noon. 12 noon was when that came on, and you're right. Absolutely right.
Dude, as soon as you saw that train and this, you knew, well, cartoons are over. Might as well go outside.
Cartoons are over. Time to go get all my Legos or my G.I. Joes or my Star Wars.
Out and start throwing rocks at cars.
Yeah, you're right. That was the signifying sound that cartoons were over. That's it.
Yep. Yeah. And then, there was nothing else. Kids today, they can watch cartoon. There's a channel after channel after channel, nonstop. Cartoons and kids shows all the time. They never have to go outside.
Oh yeah.
Literally, we drove us out of the house as soon as the cartoons were over. Bye.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. And these kids and my kids, it's the same as like they'll be watching TV and then like they'll say, I'll tell them to go do something. And I'm just like, can you pause this, please? I'm like, man, I didn't have pause. What the hell? Right. So they know TV can be paused. It's like, you better hurry up or you're gonna miss it. No, just pause it. I'm like, what? No, run, go, hurry up.
One of the most traumatic things that happened to me in my childhood, and this tells you what kind of childhood I had, was the year that Land of the Lost premiered.
I remember that, yeah.
Okay. And, they hyped the fuck out of everything for Saturday morning. Saturday morning shows are coming. Saturday morning shows are coming. They're coming. And they kept showing this Land of the Lost. I'm like, oh, that fucking looks awesome. It's got dinosaurs and all kinds of shit. And what are those lizard guys? What the hell is going on? I got to see this shit. And the day it's going to come on, the morning all that stuff's premiering, my aunt came in from fucking, I don't even know where. We had to pick her up at the airport.
Oh man.
And there was no VCR, there was no streaming, there was nothing. You fucking missed it.
Oh, I know. And like, if you had to go to the bathroom during the show, you had to go. Like, you were gonna miss whatever was happening.
It was horrible. I was mad at my aunt for years about that. And just like, can't I just stay here? Can't you just lock me in the house and I'll stay here and I'll watch Land of the Lost?
Yeah. Well, now you can watch it all that you want. It might be on Netflix. I don't even know.
Well, I did, and it's fucking awesome. And I'm even more mad at my aunt because the premiere episode, the pilot of that show, is fucking straight fire, man.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Too many good shows.
Seriously,
I could talk about cartoons.
It got so weird, like in the later seasons where they started getting in with Enoch and the time travel stuff.
Yeah.
That show got fucking trippy as hell.
Yeah, it
Weird,
did.
Dimensional portals and all kinds of crazy shit. They must have had some. I'd love to see the list of writers on that show and see if any of them like went on to, great acclaim or anything like that.
Maybe.
They had some really trippy shit on that show. It was cool.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So that was pretty much. I don't even know how we got from Marvel Collect to Land of the Lost, but there we went, and into Neon Mob. I have, I'm just kind of plodding along with Neon Mob. Really, nothing new has dropped since Monkey Set that really turned me on. Although I did see that Jared Scott has a set coming out in about a week or sometime next week. Jared Scott, he's the guy that does those glitch things.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a new set coming out. It's not an LE, and it's not big. It's a pretty small set.
Did you finish Monkey's Set?
Not yet. Still plodding.
No, some people did, I think.
John
finished it.
OG was the first one to finish it.
Nice. He finished it up, I thought.
Yeah, he went hard at that thing. He's been really into Neon Mob.
Very cool.
So I guess he's been somewhat vacationing out of Star Wars and stuff like that. He literally, like, anytime anybody mentions anything in the group, he goes, "Oh yeah, I forgot to open that all week. Let me go get you some." He just pulls it and gives you whatever you want.
Hey, whatever. That's cool.
It's very cool. Thank you for being our home. Thank you for having all these apps that you don't care about and just give us stuff. Thank you. It's nice.
Anything else in Neon Mob or no?
Nothing really in Neon Mob going on that was very exciting to me. Terror Cards has got a bunch of stuff going on. A lot of stuff I'm not into. They have a big promo going right now with a movie called Becky?
Yeah. I don't know. It's a 4-day set, 4-day promo set. I've done it each day. So have you been pulling them?
I have not, because I've saved my coins for every Friday for Scream Queens.
Scream Queens, absolutely.
And, that's when I catch up on stuff and everything. Man, I got a shitload of those fucking Becky promos when I was trying to pull the Scream Queen sale.
Oh, I bet you did, and I bet you only got the Friday one, of course. So yeah, that sucks.
So I'm fucking pissed because I'm, here I am throwing a shitload of coins and buying in on Pandora, and I'm pulling this thing I have literally no interest in.
Yeah, that's a bummer. I was doing the Becky thing, and I got a couple each day. I think I was like, I'll do 2. And then yesterday, of course, I threw hard at Pandora.
Well, if you need any of yesterday's, I can tell you I've got some of those, and you can have them for one base Misty.
There you go.
I don't care. I would be stupid to try to, trading this one's for previous ones. That's not going to work. Because everyone's doing the same thing on Friday for Scream Queens. They're throwing hard.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I bet if you look at the counts, number 4 is astronomical compared to...
Is that the last one? That was the last promo? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was it. So they did 1, 2, 3, and 4.
And then he's got... But it's cool that he does that, and he gets that synergy going with the producers and stuff like that. And then there's a deal where if you rent or buy it I think you can get it on Amazon Prime. You got to rent it or buy it, though. You get a costume card. You got to send them your receipt. You get a costume card, and then if you write a review, there's another costume card. And apparently Kevin James is in this movie, this horror movie.
Yeah, that's what it said. I saw that.
That's the guy from King of Queens and
who?
Kevin James.
Oh yeah.
Paul Blart.
Mall
Cop or whatever. So.
Yeah, but then you could get those 2 cards if you bought it or rented it, and then, like you said, wrote the review. That would be cool.
Promotions are typically pretty low count. Those kind of cards usually are in the 10 count tops, where you have to buy in with a streaming buy or something like that. So, you know, for the folks that are really into it, that's you go get that.
Yeah. And then of course what we said, Scream Queens and Plaguers is still going on, but yeah, I don't know.
Yes, I'm up to date. I'm keeping I've been lucky enough, and thank you again for the trade on the
Oh, good, you got that. Okay, I shot that.
the A or the G or whatever it was. So I'm up to date on the title, and I think this week was E. So there's R and S, and then it'll be over with that. And then the Scream Queen this week was Andy Noir.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know. I don't know either.
Queen of streaming, and maybe she'd like to meet the King of Cards.
Scream. And maybe that's it.
They could get together. Maybe the King of Cards could interview the Queen of the Night.
Lothy says no.
Okay.
Yep.
Lothy. Please, somebody think of a better name than Lothy. I think everybody's just going to go, nope, Lothy's good. They're fine. You didn't tell us what kind of prize it was, so no effort for you. So,
If there were a Loftcat card, you could give a Loftcat card. I mean, there are some, but none that I have or none that I would give away, really.
Well, I would expect that we'll see probably more of Becky now that the thing is out. This was kind of like a preview leading in. I would fully expect that you may have a scene set or something like that.
Yeah, costumes, characters, scenes. He usually does a pretty wide spread for those, so that's great.
Yeah, he gets a big bushel of promo images and stuff, and then puts together a bunch of sets from that. So I expect we'll see more of Becky. And if it sounded like I was mad at Becky, I'm sorry. I just wanted Scream Queens, and I didn't want that fucking. Every time that Becky card came up, I was like, God fucking damn it. It happens in tarot cards from time to time where there's a lot of sets, and I'm not going to try to collect everything. You know, the only way you can stay sane, and I spend a little. I spend every week in tarot cards, you know, $1 or $2 here and there, but I can't collect everything in there, and that's my very casual app, and so I just have to go, no, I'm not going to do that. And this one I like, this one I don't, and then when I pull the thing that I don't like, I get I get pissy.
Yeah, I get it too, like, because I only go for certain stuff in there too, and when you're pulling out a Pandora's box, man, you can get stuck on the same one over and over. And
it's nice when the stuff's falling out. I mean, you know, like the previous weeks, I've been really lucky on Scream Queens. I've been, you know, they've just been falling out, like literally to the point where I'm like, hey, I've got too many of these SIGs. I'm trying to balance my regulars. I'll trade you a SIG for the regular. And they're coming at me. Yes, please.
I did that yesterday.
Yeah, I know. I saw Monkey Vein in there yesterday trading a SIG for a regular. And I was like, of course, this is the week I pulled tons of regular and didn't get many SIGs. I think I got 2 SIGs, and I probably had 3 or 4 of the regular.
Oh, nice.
So.
Then did you say you got the trade I sent you? I mean, I still see it. It's still here. So.
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh, I sent you one this morning for your
players. I one this morning.
Guy.
Hey, let me do a live. Trading stuff here.
Live trading.
That'd be exciting, folks. Oh, I got 2 trades. They're.
Ooh.
I got one from Eli DeGear. Oh, you're sending me a nice costume there, buddy. So, Eli's sending me one too.
Oh, I just threw it at you for a radiant. So. I melded a bunch of those. I'm really trying to catch up now that the years.
I accepted Eli's too because she probably needs that one, or she's
probably she was on there the other day saying she was a little behind in something or another. So
okay, so well there you go. I accepted trades from both you and celebrity guest Eli DeGear.
Wow, that's awesome. So I'm gonna look live at the numbers of the 4th Becky promo.
Okay, well that'll take a while for that sheet to load.
100. Okay, so that's 143. So the 4th one is 143. That's the one that would have been yesterday and available in the Pandora's box. 143 compared to 101, 118, and 130. No, actually not that skewed.
Dramatically higher, no, not
really not that skewed. I thought it would be a lot more because everybody would be.
I may be able to trade back in. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe. They're not terribly out of sync. The second one, for some reason, everybody on tarot cards seems to be posting looking for the second one. I don't know why.
Maybe the timeline on the drops for those, because it was a little strange. It's one every 4 days. We see things, you know, that are like a weekly or every 2 days sometimes, but
yeah, who knows?
4 days is kind of odd. I don't know if that has some kind of significance to the movie or if it was just the countdown to the release or what exactly was going on there, but for whatever
I don't
reason.
know, but he keeps it interesting. I really like what he does there. So
Yes, he does. He does a great job. And you can't, I mean, the stuff he puts out is fantastic. You know, the look of his cards and stuff like that. And the things he does in his sets and motion cards and things like that look outstanding. He's a one-man band, as I like to say.
Yep, but he's getting it done.
Yes, we can safely now move into the magical world of Star Wars.
Wonderful.
And I am taking notes. I am doing timestamps, and I've been very good about that. And I've made it to Star Wars, and I'm not doing another one.
Oh, perfect.
That's the last timestamp for the one person that asked. And so, keeping it weekly. Hey, there's nothing weekly.
No.
There's nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah. Nothing yet.
The doldrums continue.
Have they gotten all the awards out yet? Is my question.
I don't think so.
Did they?
I think people are still waiting for it. And I didn't do the Clone Wars. If people did Clone Wars, maybe the last episode, was it, that was missing awards? I don't know if those have come out. Maybe they did.
I did it, but I don't even pay attention to the awards.
Well, they're doing some weird stuff with awards now, and we'll get to some of that because they're that in that rolling back to the Disney set, that Pocahontas thing, the forest green variants. If you completed those, you could just claim those awards like right now.
Yeah, I think that's what they do with like common cards or the what would be open edition. I think so. I think that's why those are claimable, and the other ones have a date. So they've done that in Disney on multiple sets. Like if you complete the lower version, like the lower end set, like what I think are the commons, those are usually claimable right away. So I have seen them doing that in Disney for a while. But
well, they accidentally did it on the gold. The gold.
They sure did.
We'll get to that. But first, let's go into the Hoard updates. Christel. Did you hoard anything? Did you complete anything? Did you do anything in hoarding this week?
Nope.
No big land. Didn't land any big.
Didn't even try.
no, nothing. You got
Nothing. I got nothing.
Wow. What about you, Matt? Did you do anything?
no hoard yet. We'll see what happens in wave 2 of Series 7. I don't know.
Did you
But I did pick up.
Did you ice a gilded?
I did. So my only hoard update would be that I landed a 3rd bronze for the From the Outer Reaches Mandalorian set. So I had the gold, 2 silver, and 2 bronze, and I finally got that 3rd bronze. It took a long time.
Nice.
Yeah, somebody had it and they wanted something very specific for it, and I knew that, and that was fine. And I just took my time until I could work my way into that, what they were looking for, quietly, and then send it over. And it took a bit. It took a minute. So I don't know if he had forgotten that we had talked about it or whatever, but it was weird because I sent what he wanted over for it, and he was active because he was pulling. I was watching his date acquired stuff, and he was actively getting stuff throughout the day, and I was like, why the fuck is he letting this trade sit? It's exactly what he wanted for that card. 22 hours he let it sit, and then he accepted.
Whoa.
Then
he accepted.
Yeah, it was really hard for me not to overplay my hand and throw more on it.
Maybe that's what he was waiting for.
I think he might have been. I don't know.
A little kicker might wake me up here.
I had a couple things I thought about throwing on as kickers. So, but I didn't have to. He just let me.
Held firm. If it had expired, you would have backed the fucking truck up, right?
You believe it? Because had it expired, had it gone 2 more hours, I probably would have. I was an extreme. It was an extreme measure of my patience because I'm not usually patient about that kind of shit at all. Like I want it done fast.
Well, I've been losing my patience with people. I've been using the blind thing's been fantastic. That came back live last Friday?
Yeah.
Was it Friday? I guess it was.
It was like last Friday, like they turned on a fucking light because our friend Selden Pat told us.
That's right. He did.
Hey, blinds are working, and we're like, what?
I had to think about if you guys talked about it with John last week, but yeah, you did. So yeah.
That was the first I'd heard about it was from Pat.
Yeah, when he told us it was working on Friday, then that's
right. So I immediately started going in and started going after Fat Clone Idiots that I still had not at 32, and I think by Sunday or so, I'd completed the pinks because I was talking about, hey, I just got one accepted last week, the pink laser burst.
Mhm.
I finished that one at 32, and then I started looking at the purple laser blast, which is, it's a higher count. It's actually 1,500 count. They've had a lot of trouble prying those loose.
That is weird. I wonder why.
I think because a lot of people that got them got the whole set. That's what I run into, is that all the ballers have them. Like Rich Kulak's got it. Mac 13's got it. All the big guys got duels has got them, but they have the whole set of that. And it was a very small set. They didn't do that many of them. Why they had to grace that set with the fucking fat
clone idiot
of all the goddamn ones, and probably most people that pull them like, oh my god, I got that fucking fat clone idiot. But when I started on that, when I finished pink, I had 8 of those of 32 that I'm trying to get. So I was only a quarter of the way in there by my calculations.
That's what she said.
Mathematical genius you are.
I was like only a quarter of the way in there. That's what she said. Oh my god. Wow. That is, yeah, you dunked that one. You dunked that one. But so I started in earnest, and the blind list is kind of infuriating because it keeps handing you the same ones over and over again. But it seems like every day or two it changes a little bit. And so I just sat there for hours just sending out blinds. I mean, I must have had
I saw your list. You saw a screenshot of it. It was just
blinds out at one time, and every so often, somebody would pop up, but I see so many dead accounts. I've learned I can see these accounts where there's no avatar.
Right. If they have the Topps logo, that's a quick.
Topps logo is usually a quick sign, and then I go and look anyways just to see if they pulled anything lately, and then I see they did those bounties a couple weeks ago, so maybe they're checking in. Or I saw a lot, like the last day or so, I see a lot of people doing this Feed the Rancor. I'm seeing those pulls, even with a blank logo. So I'm throwing at those. They may be alts, I don't know, but I'm just firing away and firing away and firing away. So I've gone from 8, like Monday, I'm at 28 now. I'm 4 away, and I can be done with this fucker.
That's awesome. And that's the last one you need, right?
No. There's some
I shouldn't say the last one you need. Is that the last one that you think might be feasible to do?
Yeah, the last one that I think will be relatively easy, that I can just methodically just keep blasting away and chipping away and get it in fairly short order. The other ones are going to be tough. The green hyperspace might be possible, but it's a stretch. Those are in the 150, 160 count, I think.
Which color?
Green hyperspace.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then the orange hyperspace, no. I'd have to get almost like 70% of those, I think.
Wow. Yeah, because that's a pretty low count set. I think.
Those are in the I want to say 60, 70 count, something like that. And then gold, of course, those golds were melds. And so, like an idiot, I should have melded 32 of the fucking things, but I don't want to drive up the count on my hoard, dumbass. Because now I wish I could have hoarded 30. I could have, just melded 32 of those fucking things.
Yeah, that sucks.
Because I didn't want to run down my hoard thinking that there were going to be monuments. And then, of course, that was one of the ones where they stiffed us on monuments. So there was no reason in retrospect to have held all that base. I should have just melded 32 of those fucking things.
Yeah, that would have been the thing to do. But again, you had your sights set somewhere else, and
right,
being what it is.
Well, and I never imagined at that time the 32 thing wasn't even a thing. I've had to explain this 32 thing multiple times this week.
Why are you doing it that way? Why are you getting that? Why that number?
Right. Because 32 is Fat Clone Idiot's favorite color. Still gets a laugh. Still gets a laugh.
It's great. It's a monument to do, though. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's just a stupid thing to do with a stupid ass terrible horde. So why not? So that's how that's going. I feel pretty positive. In the next day or two, I should ice that one, and then I'll be done. And people ask me, "Oh, well, what if somebody sends you another one?" I'm like, I don't accept it, or if like if it's a friend thing or something like that, I'll accept it and I just send it to my alt.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
I have I actually had to trade a couple away to get the purple one I needed, because I had like a guy that he clearly is. I think it was Bubba Clone. And
that guy actually collected the clone too, right?
he did actually, yes, he actually has Fat Clone Idiots, and he had three of the purple, and so I wanted to get 2 of those off of him, and I look, and he doesn't have the bronze, and he didn't have a couple of the hyperspace ones, and I had checked my alts, or like one of those gradients, those gradient ones, which are much lower count, but who gives a fuck? And so I look at my alt, and oh yeah, I do have some of those socked away. So I sent him some of those ones he was missing for dupes of the purple, and he went for it. So
cool.
I was able to land 2 in one shot right there. That was really
That is pretty good, and at least he's active too. So that was a help.
Yeah.
So absolutely.
Oh, thank you, Bubba Clone.
Nice. Pretty good stuff.
My clone brother from another mother. So that's the Hoard update. Dun, 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 dun.
Now we're done.
Yeah, and we're new. Now we can move on to the ongoing sets. So many great ongoing sets, Christel. What's your favorite ongoing set? Looks at the list. Doesn't like any of them. Are we done with Stellar Sigs? Please say we're done with Stellar.
Yeah, I think we're done with Stellar Sigs, because in the physical set there were only 100 of those sketches, and they did 49 and 49. So
okay, and then an award on each, so we should be finished with that. So unless they just redux or guild, they should guild all those sketch cards.
Oh my gosh.
In the old days, and by the old days I mean last year, they would have done that shit.
100 gilded.
Oh, that would have been
600 gilded. Boom!
They did that shit.
With tungstens too. Holy shit!
Oh, man.
That would be amazing. That would
Mark
be so
furiously
funny.
scribbling notes.
Well, I mean, the art on them is really nice. They are great looking cards, and for character collectors,
I'd
you'd all
buy
be
the
going
shit
crazy.
out of those packs. Try and get some.
Did they have a DAC Ralter on any of those?
They did not have a DAC.
Fuck it, I hate it then. No.
And of course they had a scout, so yeah, I don't want that gilded at all. No.
Oh yeah.
But dude, if it were last year, remember when they did they gilded Finest, which was like 100 card set. They gilded Masterworks, that was 100 card set.
Everything gilded.
Those, but those would look pretty nice gilded, honestly. I mean, they're nice looking cards.
Oh, they are nice looking cards for sure. Yeah. And I like the McQuarrie sketchbook, but they're junk too now. I mean, they would have been nice capped at 2,000 or 2,500. But.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's just too there. And, people are the trading around the, I get it. You want to get an avatar, you want to get free crystals, because some of those missions come with crystals on some of those things.
Yeah, if you melded a bunch of them, or no, if you finish the mission, like you said, yeah, you got like 125 crystals.
Right. Yeah. So for folks that are like strictly free to play, there's a chance to get some diamondoids. So it's kind of a cool thing. It's a neat mechanic, but you get people that are going really hard at it just to get those free crystals and don't really give a whole lot of a fuck about what you're trying to do.
Right.
And they should care about the other person. They need to be more
Didn't we have the fuck up with Solo this week?
Yes.
Was that this week or was that last week?
I don't remember because I wasn't.
Feels like it was this week.
Feels like it because it was like the.
It was Saturday.
Yeah, because only the credit pack was there.
Right, and it was like overnight. It didn't pop
overnight
up until the morning at like 10 o'clock when they came in or something.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Charlie, you forgot to put the diamond pack out with the gold.
Yeah.
So anybody that was collecting gold was shitting bricks. Solo was.
Oh man.
I mean, Biggs was freaking the fuck out.
That would jack your setup pretty bad, but luckily they got it out there.
And so
man, the funniest thing that I thought happened this week was when they did drop Stellar Sigs, it only had the crystal pack at first. And the feed, oh man.
Oh my gosh. It was the end of the world.
Yes,
oh, that was the greatest. They're like, we'll never finish the set. It's crystals now. Oh, no. It was like the river of tears, dude. It was the funniest 5 minutes of my day by a long shot.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. I wish they would have left it that way. That would have been awesome. But
Says the guy that just pulls out his wallet at the drop of a hat. The average Joe, I just want to complete the basic SIG set. I don't even think I completed basic SIGs on that this time.
No, I didn't. I did through red, I guess. I didn't do orange.
I had bad luck. The first go, I pulled a couple of blacks, like 3 blacks. This time I pulled like 0 blacks.
I haven't seen anybody. I'm sure somebody's putting blacks together. I didn't.
I would think.
Yeah, I know somebody who did orange, but that's it. I forget who it was though.
I could have picked up orange probably for like 10 on the bay. And I was thinking about it, and I was just kind of like, I just don't give that fuck. I mean, they just overdo SIGs. I was like the SIG champion for the longest fucking time. I took so much shit from people for collecting SIGs in 2016. And now it's like every set comes out with tons of SIGs and people, trading SIGs for SIG needs and stuff like that. I mean, it's like this industry now in the app. But I mean, god damn, I took some fucking heat for that shit back in the day.
I don't know why. I mean, I think
because it's stupid. It's stupid. It's as stupid as any other aspect of digital card collecting, though. It's not
as a digital relic. I mean,
I think, and like the relic cards. Oh my god, I just think that stuff's hilarious. It's just like let's just
the Ewok fur.
Oh yeah, the Ewok Birkin and stuff like that.
It's a piece of the Endor bunker. Yeah.
The Endor bunkers, which were a port and stuff like that. There's a bunch of that stuff. That's hilarious, but people just fucking raked on it so hard back then. But look at the counts on that stuff now. Those early relics are in the 100, 150 tops count. They're very fucking tough. And even those what were supposed to be OE relics, the blues and the whites, those are crazy low count.
Yeah. Yep, I agree. So yeah, I mean, it's just silly stuff, but it's there, and it's.
Yeah, what else are you gonna do? But now it's just like it's so overdone. I mean, and it's the same 45s, and maybe they're up to 47 signers since they added Adam Driver. But I mean,
Ahmad Best as well. He's only been in like 2 sets now that I've seen. Jar Jar, Ahmad Best. So they've got him now. But yeah, you're right. And then they had the new Emperor SIG, so that was kind of cool. I shouldn't say the new Emperor. He was the old Clive. Was it
Clive Revell? That's the original.
The original Emperor, but that's the newer SIG, so it's
that's
not.
That's the ESB Bug Eye.
Yeah.
Which they later didn't they replace it in the special edition?
Because he's not like that anymore. If you go back and watch it now, it's not.
Kids will look at that card and go, "Daddy, who's that?"
Yeah, they wouldn't know. These kids.
Who's that scary man with the bug eyes? That's the Emperor.
Yeah. Anybody born in the early 90s.
Life, that was the Emperor.
That's it. Yeah, that was the scary ass Emperor before Return of the Jedi, for sure.
Yep.
So, but yeah, they have his SIG now, and then they have Ahmad Best SIG, and then then they got Adam Driver, obviously. So
they may be up to 50 at this point. I know because there's 45 because I collected the gold and the teal 2016 ones, and there's 14 of those.
Yeah. So.
Damn, people come after those golds all the time, man. It just drives me nuts. I mean, they're great looking cards, and they're like 100 count, and a character collector's dream. But I got the whole set. Don't fucking break my set. I have people all the time coming at that fucking Ahsoka one. Jesus Christ.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Yep.
Ahsoka collectors, they're almost like mall collectors. Almost.
Might be worse.
Maybe worse.
Yeah, and worse trades. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've been jumping around a lot on the things.
We're
just all over the place. But
let's see. So ongoing sets, we had those Stellar SIGs, which are done. We had Macquarie Wave 2.
Those are nice. I wish they were
nice.
I wish they were harder to get and lower count. They're just trash the way they made them.
And I think it's done because on Wave 1 they said Wave 2 coming soon, but on Wave 2 it didn't say anything about Wave 3. I don't think.
Maybe those are done.
Well, we'll see what happens. There's going to be something at 2:00 this afternoon.
I had fun pulling golds for bigs this week on solo.
Yeah, just helping them out just for the hell of it.
Well, it was like because I've been doing those sets, and I just get like one crystal pack to get the red every day, and I've not pulled any golds or even any bonuses. And then like 3 days in a row, I got a gold. And then yesterday I got a gold and a bonus.
Nice.
Which I'd never gotten one of those before. And I was like, wow.
I cross-traded.
So Biggs, hit me up.
Yeah, you've got more bonuses.
Yeah.
Just send them to him.
Well, this is a test to see if he listens. When he listens,
I don't think he does. He doesn't have time to listen to this shit. He's a busy guy.
we'll see.
He's got something cooking.
He always does.
He's always got something cooking.
Always does. Well, I mean, we we have him out there. He's our special international correspondent.
Yeah, he's awesome. He does. So just send him that stuff. He deserves it. Some guy was cross trading Star Wars for Skate earlier in the week, and I looked, and he had 2 of one of the bonus droids and 1 of another, and I just traded him. I don't know, some award card. I don't give a fuck.
Well, that's cool, because I mean he's amassing a little bit of those droid army over there. There's a fax machine.
Well, he's crossed 50. He's crossed 50 on
Yeah.
all of them now. He's just going to keep on trucking. He'll do it forever. He'll just keep ordering those things forever.
Jeems in them.
Yep,
So,
Jeebsing that shit up. So that's
Jeebs it up all
fun. He's
day.
found something for him to do.
And then something nobody, well, maybe one person wanted. TKs were back.
John wanted that. I'm
John
sure.
wanted that.
Obi-Dow-J.
TKs were
They
back, so.
They gave him,
Obi-Dow-J.
I think they gave him the TKs for correctly predicting the
3PO gold.
gold.
John Stradamus predicted 3PO gold.
He did last week on the show. He's like, we're like, what's next? Because we were laughing at Phasma's Chrome. And he's like, 3PO gold, wait for it. And he was like, cocksure, dead confident, and right on the fucking money, man. He nailed it.
That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, but the TKs came back and they have more missions, and again, the noobs are all flopping around with TKs and everything, I guess. So
Not trading my TKs.
Silly, just piling up TKs to get them avatars or whatever.
twice was more than enough. If they try to go back to that well again, I'm just gonna be like, okay, now hold on.
Well, they've got so many. I mean, what are there like There's like 40 or more something of them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
There's a bunch. Yeah, it's 40 something.
46, I think, is the top
46,
award.
and they're doing it like in groups. So probably back about five more times, I think.
Oh my God.
No, it's a lot. Nobody needed that many yellow TKs to be in the ecosystem.
You don't think they would drag something into the ground?
I'm
Really?
You know what was funny in the course of trading around this week, and I think it was in a cross trade, I realized that somewhere along the way I had traded away my white TK number 1.
Ooh.
Wow.
I don't know where or when. I can't remember for the life of me when I traded that fucking card away, but I got it back in a cross trade this week.
Nice. Well, that's good. At least you got it back.
I got my
What a
set.
bummer. That's a terrible realization when you're like,
Yeah, I was like, what
Yeah.
the fuck else have I traded away that I didn't realize? But I still have my vintage Han.
there you go.
Or it
Humble
actually,
brag.
Actually, that's my vintage Han.
You're not getting it back. So it's mine now. It's mine now.
Just making that clear.
Okay.
Because you
Pick up
traded
that
yours
permission.
away, and then you're like, do you
Honey,
still have
please,
that
I'm
extra
not-
vintage Han?
Asking like I didn't already check her stack before I
Right?
made the trade.
Well, now
Let me
if you
see,
ever
well,
want
if
to
I
trade
got a
it,
backup plan here, okay, I will give you a vintage Han for that set of reflections, which I still have.
very good.
Still have a complete set. I keep coming at people like, oh, you trade this one. I was like, I don't want to break the set. It's a perfect 9. That's like just a beautiful set to just slap down on something big.
Yep, it's really nice for that. It's great.
Yep. So I don't really want to break it. So I need to get some more reflections, I guess.
I don't have any more extra vintage Hans.
Do you have any more reflections?
I have one set.
No.
I have a few dupes, but not a whole dupe set.
You have dupes of reflections?
A few of them.
Really? Good to know.
So it begins.
Backup plan clicks into place. Get an inventory here, see what I can do. So, yeah. 3PO Gold came out 3 waves every, was it 2 days?
2 days.
Every 2
yeah.
days. So that's ended. The last wave dropped yesterday. I said, I went to the Bay. I said, here's $4. Send them to me. And I got one of the farmers that actually didn't send me 33 trades.
Wow, cool. That's nice.
It came in 3 trades or 3 or 4 trades, and it was done. So that was nice because I've had ones where
Oh yeah.
they send you 33 trades from like 33 different alts.
Yep. And they come in as fast as you can accept them, but it still takes forever.
Right, and then every so often they fuck up and grab the wrong base and something voids out, and then you have to send the voided ones back and then contact them on, hey, this voided out. And I sent it back.
That's exactly right. Yep. That happens. Yep.
So it's nice to just get those in 3 stacks and be done with it. And then they finally dropped the thing that we heard about from Mark in the, oh my goodness, he's very excited about this
He's
event.
very excited about this.
Lothy, lovable scamp. That set that we heard about from Mark. I'm going to keep trying to do this intro. I'm going to get this lead in at some point. We're finally getting that set we heard about from Mark. In his interview with Biggs, the Feed the Rancor event. And that was, it was funny because I was really scared because when it came up, she was super busy at work. She was on the phone with people, all this stuff on the phone, and she was doing some kind of training thing with people on Teams or something, and all this busy stuff happened in the kitchen. And every time I even showed my face in there, I got the fucking hairiest eyeball. She's just, okay, I'm working here. So I just like backed the fuck away. And so I was really worried that something was going to happen and I was going to have to like get everything for her on the alt, but it was much more low key than the bounty deal.
Yeah. I had high hopes when I saw it drop. I was excited about it too, like you, but yeah, there was no rush at all for it. I mean, I even thought the golds might be hard to put together, but man, no, not even close. What were we just calling them in the solo set? The bonus cards.
Right.
The 3 bonus cards. They were cool. They were, it was fun to get one of those fall out of a pack. That was fun.
I was crazy lucky. I was throwing crystal packs at those for the golds, and those were just boom, 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 just falling out. I pulled all 3 of them like in no time at all. And then I looked at the odds. I'm like, one in 50 in the crystal packs. Holy fuck. I should not have, and I didn't get any dupes. It was like, here's one, now there's the other one, and there's the other one. Just 1, 2, 3, done.
Nice. Well, that's cool. When the thing first started, I was like, well, I'll put a set together myself, and then I'll get one from the farmers because they're cheap. They were real cheap on eBay. You could get bronze and silver for like $3, and a gold set was $4, I think. So
yeah.
Anyway, but I ended up just
coins. It was long odds on the golds with coins. Astronomical on the bonuses. I think they're 1 in 500.
1 in 500, yeah.
But you could get those in coin packs, and I
mine came from a coin pack.
Cross traders around with those too.
Yeah. One of my bonuses came from a coin pack because before I started throwing crystals, I was like, I'll do. I think for the 6-pack was it 50K? I don't know. I did a few of those, whatever the coin 6-packs were, and
I think it was 10,000 for a single coin, and then they had the get 6 for 50K. So you could just throw a couple of those that way.
Yeah, I think one of my bonuses fell out of those, which I was shocked about. So then I flipped to crystals, and then again, it was just so easy. And the melds on those, I just can't even understand that at all. That's
it doesn't make sense that they're so fucking cheap. It's just base. I've seen some people that were pissed off because their hoard was in there. And that's just kind of like, oh shit, there go the numbers on my hoard going right in the shitter. I ordered like 20 of the Ula. I like Ula. I always liked Ula, and I hoarded Ula back in the day. And so I was just like, fuck it, I'm just because that when I first read the transmission, they're like, make sure you better get some extras because the Rancor's really hungry. And I'm like, shit, I don't know what the requirements are going to be. And then I think they updated it. I feel like they updated, or maybe I read the rest of it.
Or you just read it again the second time when you're not.
You're going to need one of each of the Feed the Rancors to get the Rancor at the end.
Yeah, so basically if you meld 2, you're fine, but.
Well, I'm going to get a shitload of Rancors. I think I hoarded 10 of the Gamorrean guards. So I'll get at least 9 of those, maybe. I don't know.
I did 6 of each, so that way after the final meld, I'll just have 5 of each, and that's fine.
I liked on the awards that you could only meld 1.
That was cool. Definitely good.
That's a good mechanic, I think, to keep things from getting too crazy on counts.
It tempers it a little bit. I guess people that have alts can throw them over to the alt and do them there too.
Oh, can they?
I don't know.
Don't say. And those
So
awards aren't tradable. The melds, they're not tradable
Of course.
currently. I'm sure somebody will have to order, open a ticket in like 6 weeks to get them to make them tradable. But for now,
are you talking? Oh, you're talking about like the Ula and the Gamorrean Guard and all that. Okay, gotcha.
no, not those. The awards for the
Are you talking about the melds? The actual melds?
yeah.
Oh no, they're tradable now for sure.
Are they? Oh, they weren't at first.
Maybe that's the case that they weren't at first, because I did ship off a dupe set to a friend who wasn't doing it at all. Because I asked him, I said, "You're sure you're not going to want to meld this? Because you can only do it once. So if you'll do it for me, that's fantastic. But you won't have a chance to do it for yourself." And he's like, "Yeah, that's cool. I don't care." And he melded the gold and sent me the boba. So I have 2 of the bobas.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That ball was sharp.
It's the nicest one. I mean, I think it looks really good. So, but yeah, maybe they weren't at first, but they are certainly by yesterday, because he did it for me yesterday.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Apparently, there's going to be one other card involved in the meld for the Rancor, so we're waiting to see what that's going to be. Who knows? If it follows suit with the rest of it, it'll be easy as shit.
Yeah, I mean the fact that
Or
you
make
can
no sense. You have to put Ray, because a lot of the ones for the melds on those had nothing to do with feeding a rat. Why? Okay, feed Jar Jar to the Rancor if that makes you feel good, because that was in there, and Porgs were in one of them.
Yeah.
We're crossing the streams big time. So you probably have to feed Ray to the Rancor or some shit.
Oh, people! Could you imagine people get all bent out of shape about that? So let's see. I don't know. But the fact that you can take 20 white base and meld them into, and I don't even want to talk about a tier here, but a super rare card.
Oh, yeah. So fucking rare. Those things are going to be in the tens of thousands if they're not already. I think
it is. It's almost 20K, I think. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, the first 15 minutes, that Ula was like 1,500. So it's off the fucking charts. And you got assholes that are getting 20 of them and shit for no fucking reason.
Oh, and the trade feed's full of I'll trade you this super rare for a different super rare. All right.
Yeah, I bet you I know which one.
Yeah. So yeah, they're up there though. They're pretty high up there now, I think.
Overall, I mean, it's something to do. It's something fun. It wasn't a huge coin suck or a crystal suck. And then you had didn't you got coins out of melding something too, right? I think you
did. When you did the meld, you got like 10K or 15K.
Yeah, it was one of the missions.
Yeah, it was one of the missions, I think. Yep.
So that's cool. I
guess we can expect another one today at noon.
Yeah, no telling what that's going to be. We're not going to try to run this out that long. But
no, we
know everybody who it is. Probably the last one will be Luke.
Yeah, because he was. Yeah. Oh, I think the last one's probably Malakili.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense.
I think.
We'll see.
Let's see. Ula is 21,500 or so.
And those melds are still available too.
Oh yeah, and you can do her. Yeah, you can do them all week. You could. Yeah.
Right. So right up until the end, you can decide I want to do more of those.
Gross. It shouldn't even. They should have. 24 hours would have been plenty. Don't need to do this anymore.
No. So, well, I could still meld. I can meld some more.
Plenty of time for more.
Run those numbers right up and get burn off some more of those porgs.
But it is a cool event. I think that the concept of it is cool. I think I like the cards a lot. Brandon, of course, does amazing stuff. So, and did you see on Twitter he put up a lot of the ones that did not make the cut for?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was just a bunch of like Jabba Palace randos.
Oh.
Really cool. Like dudes that barely had costumes. It was awesome. I mean, man, I'm sorry these didn't make the cut. I really liked them. I'll put it in the. I'll send it to you guys. I know so that Christel can see it. But
cool.
I'll link the tweet. But it was cool. It was nice to see like what was on his cutting room floor. Yeah,
a little look behind the curtain, and he didn't say. I don't think it was that they didn't get approved. It's just they're just kind of like, why are we going to do that guy?
Yeah. There was nothing wrong with it. It didn't. Yeah, it just didn't make the cut.
Skiff cards is like half the guys that were on the skiff cards, Photoshop skiff cards card. we're ones that are on the cutting room floor, so I think that's where they belong.
And there's a wave 2 of this apparently going to happen too. So
really
weird. That's what it said in the transmission. So because I kind of see this as,
I think we're supposed to still be getting more bounty as well.
Maybe. I think you're right.
I'm pretty sure all that bounty stuff that there was supposed to be more of that, or maybe it was the transmissions. I can't remember. Some of these are coming back.
Maybe wave 2 will be feed the Sarlacc. And it'll be like all the dudes that fell into the Sarlacc pit.
Just pump a million Boba Fett's into that goddamn thing. Sorry about your horde, Boba Fett guys.
So, but yeah, I saw that. But I like the
Lando
concept.
over you have to put Lando into the thing and you have to push the meld button, and then when it says, "Are you sure?" then you don't.
Right. Han and Chewie can pull him up.
Pull him back out by his foot.
So, I don't think anything else. What else you guys got for Star Wars?
I have an annoyance.
Okay.
I have an annoyance.
It's a time for a new feature we call Christel's Annoyances. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, so you remember the Dreamwave cards?
Yeah.
Variants, the yellow ones?
Yes, those weird yellow ones.
Or were they sunshine?
Oh no, the dream ones were like purple.
No,
and shit.
it's the sunshine one.
Okay, those are yellow.
And there was a 25 count Hux in that one, and there was also lots of other ones, and there was a Death Trooper with the Flames that was miscoded as General Hux.
Oh shit.
So, I hunted him down immediately so I could have him, because when I searched General Hux, it kept coming up. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to get this card so then it doesn't come up as a need.
Right.
They fucking fixed it.
Okay.
They fucking fixed it.
So
I hate it.
I
hate it now.
Send it to me.
Trade it off. Now it's time. Let it go. Get rid of it.
No.
Send it along.
No, so if anybody has a 25 count Hux, you can have a 25 count Death Trooper that I hate.
That's a cool card. It's
I know, right?
Heavy metal card, man.
And it was much cooler when it said it was General Hux.
Flames and shit on it. It's cool. I like
Yeah, I specifically didn't mess with it. It didn't say some fucker fixed it.
Probably the Death Trooper guy.
Fucking Death Trooper guys.
Probably.
Sorry, Death Trooper guys.
God dang it.
You're on Christel's Annoyances. Dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Did it.
Right. Yeah. So they fixed that. But do you know who is still listed as General Taggy in the gallery?
Oh, you got to be kidding.
Oh, Bast? Is Bast still?
He's still. It's Bast, and he's still freaking Taggy.
And okay, and I thought we'd seen some sign of attention
Yeah,
on that.
we pointed that out tomorrow. Bro.
Yeah, somebody said they were going to fix that. Who was that?
Did you open a ticket?
Oh, I don't want to open a ticket.
She didn't open a ticket. That's how shit gets fixed.
Well, I don't know. Did they fix the on Connections where they called Luke and Leia twin sisters? Did they fix that?
Yeah. I think they fixed that.
Is that
That was so good.
That was a good one.
Take another shot. First, he loves sand, and then he's twin sisters. So,
Yep. Let's see here. I think it was the award, was it not? The Wave 2 Blue Award? Oh, twin siblings. They sure did. It's fixed.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll sleep tonight.
Okay, is that all it took?
Yeah. Ooh, I feel better. No, that's fixed. Speaking of which, you know what? I
What?
bet you we get more connections today at 2. We were just talking
I see
about
that
it.
it's updated recently in the set list.
Aha! You guys
Yeah.
are
For
real
no reason.
sleuths.
I
Some
think-
hot shot, huh?
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks, which again, that's too long. I liked when they did them only for a week, but whatever. So
Yeah.
2 weeks is too long.
And
Or
then
remember when sets were weekly and
Yeah.
they would drop one card each week? You
Yes.
know?
The good old days.
Yeah.
Pepperidge Farm remembers. There you go. Now with puppets. I'm ashamed.
All right, so it looks like at noon we'll get a Jabba's court meld, and then
we'll get another Rancor, and then
Yeah.
we'll some kind of food, and then
connections.
what are these award delays? Did we already cover that? Something's delayed still?
They had some kind of post. I don't know. I didn't read it.
Some cereal. It's supposed to be
I
good
don't
for
know.
you. Hey, Mikey, he likes it.
Where
How
is
about
it?
that? So I don't know. I think we talked a little bit about
There you
whether
go.
some of those awards got cleaned up. Oh, they got my ticket fixed. I put in a ticket a few weeks ago of a bunch of untradeable.
Were you fixing a Death Trooper?
Nope, that wasn't it. I promise that wasn't it.
Son of a bitch.
It was it was the VCS stuff that I was bitching about one time, where I said I just need to get it together. I had it all typed up. I just needed to put it into a ticket, and sure enough, they did. I mean, I listed everything on. I just did it like on Notepad or whatever, and just uploaded it as an attachment, and said, all these awards are untradeable, and within, I don't know, it didn't take them long, a day or two, they said they were all tradable now. So,
well, I made the mistake of buying and trading into a bunch of those Tapjoy comics.
oh yeah, that's right.
Those goddamn things are such a fucking mess.
Yeah.
The grade 2s on those are an absolute nightmare. That should be the easy. You know that's an uncompletable set.
I didn't know it was uncompletable. I did
There's
not know
only
that.
one complete set of those cards in existence because there's 3 cards in that set that are only 1 count.
Yeah, I didn't. Well, you put that out there. I did see that. Only
For
because
whatever fucking reason.
fucking 1 count. Like, what the hell? Like,
All the other ones are like tens of thousands because all you literally had to do was go on Tapjoy, look at a movie, and boom, you got the card the next day. And then if you did, I don't remember how it all worked out, but then you had grade 5s that were limited to 200, and then you had ones that were limited to 10.
yeah, the 10 counts were 10s. 10s were 10 count or whatever. Yeah.
It's insane. So
It's funny, the shit that you don't know even is fucked up until you start putting the set together.
right, and then you put it together and realize the whole thing's a fucking circle jerk. It's a goddamn disaster. And this one, the grade 2s, you got all these ones in grade 2, and then somewhere along the way, the guy got tired at the end of the day and forgot to put a space between grade and 2 on that. And so it's in it. This one card's in its own little binder page. And so I opened a ticket and said, hey, here's a picture of what you got going on the set list here. Here's all these over here, 69 or whatever, 71 in this binder page. And then this one sitting by itself because the guy forgot to put a space between grade and 2. And so they said, okay, we think we fixed it. Refresh your app and take a look. Nope.
No.
And so now it was never worth the annoyance to get fixed in the first place, but just the OCD is strong. And so I opened a ticket up and I think, oh, well, they just put the space in and that would fix it. And it's almost like the lime green award thing all over again.
Yeah.
I've got to
Go
thread
around
them for days and days. And
yeah, fuck. Like I said, it's just, and I would never even start working on those. So
it
you
makes
start
me
looking at
feel
stuff
bad.
like
One
that,
of these days I'll actually have like a really serious problem that I need just blanket to fix. And they're going to be like, okay, yeah, it's a fucking Kiefer guy again with some fucking completely negligible, ignorable problem. Just put that on the fucking back burner.
and it'll be something major.
Right. It'll be something really important. But I don't know. They got to have something to do.
Exactly. During these times. Oh, well.
I got to have something to do. I got nothing to do than try to fix these stupid things that have been fucked up.
Did you fix a Death Trooper?
No, it's not my problem. You need to open up. That's sweet cheeks.
Yeah, I'm gonna open up a ticket saying, "Recode this as General Hux, please."
Again.
You can go and undo something.
Or paste in. They could put General Hux in the flames. So he's on fire. That'd be cool. Ah! It hurts. It burns. Hellfire. Okay, so wow. All right, so I guess we're done with that. So now we can move into what you watching.
Tell me what you're watching on your TV tonight. Tell me what you're streaming on your iPad. Tell me what you're watching every day and at night. I'll be outside watching from the bushes.
I'm not watching anything.
Not watching anything.
Not really. I mean, I don't. Shit, I haven't had time to watch anything lately. And homeschool craziness, kids craziness.
You know, only not out of school yet?
No, not yet. Next week is the last week for them, so almost done.
Ours
Yeah,
has
I
been
didn't
out
even
all
watch any
week.
more Community. I've really been enjoying that, but I didn't get a chance to watch much of that.
Well, the ours let out a week ago, and so man, it really changed a lot around here.
Nope.
Nothing. Literally, the only thing that's changed is she got a computer for her birthday, which at the time we didn't know that was going to be her school for the next few months.
Well, that was good timing then.
She hasn't opened it since school let out.
It was supposed to be a present that she would enjoy. Now she just hates the damn thing.
Well, yeah, and like when school comes back, it'll have like 15 hours of fucking Windows updates and all kinds of shit.
Before school starts, you might want to get that shit taken
Yeah,
care
we're
of.
gonna have to fire that fucker up and get some shit done before we go back into school time. But yeah, that's it. But I've been I haven't watched much new. I watched a crazy movie, which was literally homework for a podcast that I listened to, which a lot of people listen to. How Did This Get Made? Have you ever listened to that?
We've listened to that many times. Yep.
It's a fantastic podcast. It's really fun. And
It's really cool. It's a good one.
They just find terrible movies and they watch them and then go, what the fuck? Why did this happen? And let's dissect everything about it. And the movie this week was Ninja 3, The Domination. And it was terrible. Oh my God. It was one of those so bad it's good movies. And it's
Right?
it's a Canon Group. As soon as you see the Canon Group logo, you're like, oh baby, this is gonna be gold. And it was
Awesome.
oh my God, it was terrible. It was funny. And luckily it was like on one of our streaming services, whichever. I didn't have to buy it or anything or
Sure.
try to run it down YouTube. I could watch it in good quality and watch the whole thing. And I was howling laughing at the thing. And then the podcast dropped late. I was expecting it yesterday and it didn't drop till like overnight. So I just started listening to that. But so I watched that. So if you really want, like 4 hours of entertainment, 6 hours entertainment, watch the movie and then listen to the podcast for it. And you'll really, it's not that many hours actually. I'm terrible at estimating. It's a 2-hour movie and maybe an hour and a half podcast. So that's 14 hours.
3.5 total hours.
Wow.
87 hours. So, but that was fun. And
Ooh,
then
well, that's good.
other than that, I haven't really I tried to watch a couple of things. I started watching that Blue Book thing and it just didn't hook me. I watched the whole episode, didn't get me. I've been playing that Destroy All Humans, but I remember now things about it that pissed me off back then. Because there's these
Deeper
levels.
in you go.
Rage Quit Part 2.
There's no checkpoints.
Oh,
You know, a 3-part mission where you have to go to a thing and do a thing, and then you do another thing, and then you have one more thing to do, and then you have to protect this thing for 2 minutes. And if you die during the protection, it doesn't start over again at the protection. You have to start the whole thing over again. And after about 3 or 4 times, it just becomes a chore.
Right. It's no longer enjoyable. So
It's no fun. So then I get pissed off. I get in the flying saucer and I just burn up the city and kill everybody. And or go around with my disintegrator gun and just wipe out everybody. And that's, healthy.
Yeah, good. I missed my video game.
But for watching, it's been comfort food. I've just been going back to old favorites, and I watched the original King Kong yesterday and the day.
Yep.
Like over the course of 2 days, I watched King Kong, and that movie's fucking crazy. It's still there's stuff in there that's just really amazingly done, and it's incredible that they were able to come up with some of the effects that they did in that movie and how well that they work. I was really impressed by that. I'm always impressed by that movie.
It's funny that you
impressed with the
that.
hamminess of a lot of the stuff in it too.
Yeah, of course. But it's funny that you mentioned that in particular because as I've been watching the gallery stuff on The Mandalorian, that's one of the movies that they talked about. Some of the effects and some of the shots and the way they film that stuff, they still used, for 50 years, and so they took a lot of inspiration from that. But that's in the gallery, which I guess I should have said I was watching because I am caught up. I did watch the last 2 episodes. The more
So good.
Yeah, that was a great series. I guess that was the last one that they dropped.
Is it?
I think it is.
Oh no, that's the end of it? Oh shit, I really like it.
They were kind of like talking at the end about looking forward. And I think that's probably as far as they're going to go with that. So unfortunately,
anyway,
it's a gorgeous series, and it made me want to watch The Mandalorian again. So maybe I'll.
Yes.
Yeah, we should-
Now, if I go back and watch it now, knowing a lot of that stuff, I can appreciate certain things
It
about it.
still freaks me out that they weren't actually outside in a desert.
Yeah.
Yeah, anywhere.
That
All that
just-
stuff.
Wow. That's
In
just
the volume, the volume was
The volumes. That's
Great.
amazing shit.
Yeah.
But it's been like King Kong. I watched that, and then I was looking at our library, and we have the Godfather movies on there. All of a sudden, Crystal's like, "Oh yeah, there was a bundle for those. They were cheap. It's a cheap bundle for those."
I buy random movies and
Yeah.
then see how long it takes him to notice.
Yeah, and so I was like, because I'll seriously, like, people ask you, you know, as nerds, people ask us all the time. Yeah, I know you're
Yeah,
trying to
okay, shut
understand.
up, Siri.
People ask you all the time, "Oh, what's your favorite movie?" And you know, they expect me to say Star Wars, but I routinely shock people and say that it's actually The Godfather, the first Godfather.
fantastic movie.
I think is my favorite movie. If it's on, I will watch it. Like, I'm flipping through channels, which I seldom do. I never watch TV. But if I'm flipping through and I see that it's on, boom, I'm there, and I'm there to the end. I'm going to watch it all the rest of the way through.
I do
I've
that
watched
same thing with that and other things. And it's funny because I have it on DVD. It's like I could put it in and watch it with no commercials, but I just sit there and watch it.
Yeah.
Well, now we have it on the Apple TV, so I can watch it anytime. I started watching it last night, and I every time I'm just like so blown away by everything about it, and everything about that movie is just incredible. And then the story behind all the trouble that they had of even getting it made, and how close Coppola came to just literally just getting fired off of it, and the whole thing going, you know, completely to the shitter. It's amazing that they got it made, and that it's that fucking awesome. I mean,
Yeah,
it's just
such a
the
good-
beats are, everything about it is just perfect, and you've got arcs and it's just masterclass shit. It's my favorite movie, and I'll watch it over and over and over again. And the second one's
does.
fantastic. Yeah, literally, I watch it again. And then the other funny thing about it is, I had the soundtrack from the Godfather movies on like an ancient iPod. That when the kid was little, we had this little, you know, when they still had the click wheel.
original,
The real iPod, like the
Click
original
wheel
iPod.
iPod.
and it had like a little speaker thing that it's.
They had a dock in
Yeah.
in the baby's room, and so I was stay-at-home dad with the baby, and when it was nap time, I'd put her in the thing, and I would put on the Godfather music because it was really nice, and you know, da, 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 da.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people put classical music on and other stuff.
Right,
Sure.
and it was perfect nap music, and we used to just take a little nap there and listen to the Godfather music all the time. So, and I love it. It's fantastic, and there's some really great songs in it. The song that Johnny Fontaine sings at the wedding and stuff is a fantastic song that they had the whole thing of on the soundtrack, and I really dig that
It's
too.
it's really funny that she doesn't actually just fall asleep
Yeah,
whenever she
she
hears
should be
it. She
conditioned.
should
Some kind of
just
a
like
subliminal
calm
thing.
down
Yes, literally.
when
What
she
is
hears the first.
one day she's gonna try to watch The Godfather, and she got fucking roofied or something.
So it's kind of subliminal messages that just knock her out.
Yeah, it's there. It's definitely wired into her brain. So that's what I've been watching is
Cool.
And you're not. What are you? Oh, here we go. Matt says I haven't been watching anything. Well, don't worry. She's been watching enough forever.
I haven't watched.
Oh.
A lot of my shows are
I've been
ending.
very busy this week too.
Yeah, I had a lot of freaking work to do last week and this week. It was ridiculous.
I know.
That's a bummer.
I'm working.
I'm going to have to go in a couple of days this week. So for the first time in 11 weeks, I'm going to have to go to work. This sucks.
It was a bunch. But and most of my shows are ending. Like ended last week. Killing Eve ended on Sunday. Fantastic.
Did they kill her?
No.
Fuck! Why is the name of the
No.
thing Killing
No.
Eve?
No.
Could you imagine if there were no Star Wars wars? Like, what
Yeah,
the
there's
hell?
no war in this star.
No.
In the stars in this one.
And I watched Snowpiercer. I'm updated on that.
I'm not.
I know you're not. You watch one episode and you're like, oh,
It didn't hook me.
yeah, I like it though. What else? I finished watching Space Force just to finish it.
Yeah,
and
it
to
sounded like
see
you
how
didn't care
horrible-
for it.
Oh, it's wow. It's amazingly just
Not good.
yeah. Yeah, it has everybody in it. They should be able to be good, but it's just like, wow,
Just not.
just not. It ended, and I'm like, thank God. Okay, I really don't need to know what happens with these people in the future.
No, you have to, okay.
I mean, because it kind of ended where it's like,
Did you buy it or something?
No, it was on Netflix.
Why did you feel like you need? I watch something for 10 minutes, and if I don't like it, I stop. I don't know
It
if
was
you
on
do this.
Netflix. It was.
Commitment.
I have to watch something, when I'm doing like busy work.
I-
Otherwise, I can't focus.
I hold these people to a very high responsibility to me as the viewer to hook me right fucking now. If I'm like 15 minutes of this thing and I'm starting to look at my watch or I'm looking at my phone and I'm not into it, I got better things to do. I got fat clone idiots to hoard here. Jesus Christ. I'm not
For
gonna
as little time as I have to do anything, man. How I feel. Like sometimes I'm like, I don't have time for this. I gotta do shit. Like there's no.
But yeah, so and I watched a lot of freaking CNN and MSNBC this week just because,
Yeah.
and local news and whatnot. So that kind of kept me from watching anything. And then sometimes it was just like, okay, it's all just too much. I'm just gonna.
I get that. Well, you know what? That's me after about 10 minutes watching the news.
Yep.
It's me watching 10 minutes of anything. So
Yeah.
Sorry, current events.
But I'm looking forward to the next and last season of Dark coming out later this month.
I need to get back into that. That show was good. I like that, and I was
That's the one that just cracks me up because of the German and the mistranslation they do on it.
Well, see, I can't.
because
I'm
it's
not
just-
going to get that aspect because I have to have it with English subtitles.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to
Well, I mean,
understand
I
the German to know that it's wrong.
I watch it in German with the English subtitles, so I'm seeing both things happen. But it's just amusing to me.
If somebody goes, "Ich möchte etwas essen,"
Then you know what they
then
said.
I'll know that it was wrong that they
Well,
said. I really could
according
go
to
for a
Netflix,
hamburger.
if they said that, they would probably translate saying, "I need a snack," which is not what they said.
Right.
But that's probably how Netflix would mistranslate it. So.
Yeah.
But it's
That's
That's
also.
why I went because it's one. I have
job.
two phrases I could. If you drop me in Germany tomorrow, I will survive because all I have to do is go. Ich möchte etwas essen. Is that right?
Ich musste
Ich
etwas
möchte
essen.
etwas essen, and they will give me food because Germans are cool like that. And then if I say ich möchte etwas trinken, they will give me beer immediately.
That's right.
And I'll ask for a drink, something to drink. I'm thirsty, but they're just going to give me beer because that's how they roll. So
That's right.
I'll do well in Germany. Drop me in there and watch me go.
Yeah. We love it.
I'll be fat as fuck. In no time. So happy.
Yep. So yeah,
That's it.
that's it. Just-
Well, it's not much. You were busy this week. I know. You were very busy this week. A lot of, I'm working. But the new Rancor snack dropped.
Yeah.
You got the
Better
new
hurry.
Rancor food to meld for right now. I don't give a fuck. Sorry about that, everybody at my work.
That is one thing about the new build. There's no urgency. Not really.
No.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens later. So that's pretty much it for us for another fun-filled week on the Horde Illuminati podcast. If you would like to join us, we invite you to call in at 904-628-1138. Be sure to follow us on Twitter. Be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to us on Amazon Prime, and you'll get new Hoardcasts delivered directly to you along with cereal and milk every Tuesday. There's I don't know, you could do that too. So so that's it. So thank you again, everybody. Thank you again, Matt, for joining us.
Thanks for having me. It's always a good time. Love it.
I see you're getting a little scruffy. You're
Yeah,
a
you got
little late.
stuff going on.
We traded roles. I got really pissed off and sick of the beard last week, and I was just like, fuck this thing. I'm shaving it off.
It's all gray though, and it's patchy and a little itchy.
Mine is all white and it's patchy as fuck. By the time it gets filled in, then it's all white. I'm like, ha, 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 Merry Christmas. I'm Santa villain with my white goatee. So because that's all I got left is a villain. All I've ever had is
I wish I could. I'm telling you, I said before, man. I just have this massive.
No chin strap, nothing connected
No.
between here and here. It's
I
ridiculous.
got, hole here and here. So anyway, but I don't think I'm going to shave it before I have to show up at the office next week. So.
Just go in all scruffy. Hey,
Yeah.
fuckers. Oh, by the way, I swear all the time now too.
That's right.
What's up, you cocksuckers? Not against HR. Not at my house. Fuck you.
my buddy.
Deadwood rules. Looking like the guys from Deadwood. Big fucking mustache. Fuck you, cocksuckers.
My buddy who's been back for a while, he said that like you have to wear your mask from like the parking lot into the building, and then like if you're going to the bathroom, he's like, you wear your mask. He's like, it's pretty messed up to be standing there at a urinal with a mask on, got your junk out, but your mask is on, and then you're standing there. But then he says like he has his mask on and he's walking back to his car and he has to go past the smoke shed and the gazebo or whatever. He's like, all these people under there, no masks on, all smoking, they all smoke everywhere, but you gotta
checks out. They don't give a fuck anyways. Smoking. Like, oh gosh, I hope I don't get some kind of disease that affects my lungs.
Right. So yeah, I have to look forward to this week.
Now it'll turn out that cigarette smoke kills the Rona.
Yeah, no,
everybody will have to fucking smoke. Oh my God, they'll be the kings of the goddamn world. Sorry, this is reserved seating. That's Bob's seat over there.
So yeah, well, so yeah, I don't think I'm gonna shave it before I go. Fuck them. Oh well.
Yeah. Fuck them cocksuckers.
That's right.
All right. Well, thanks again, Matt. We really appreciate it. Thank you to all our listeners. Oh, and the Discord. If you'd like to join our Discord, send one of us a message. Get in touch somehow. We've closed it down because we have a really good group, and I'm feeling very protective about the people that we have. So if you're a cool person and we know you're a cool person, yeah, we'll have you in. That's fine. If you're not and we don't know you, sorry. Go out to the smoking lounge.
Right.
Yes, it's very exclusive.
Ooh, very special. But it's a wonderful thing. The Discord is really, really cool. So, and we will nurture it and we'll grow it properly.
Yeah. I mean, it feels like an offshoot of our Twitter group where we had, we basically had to be invited in, and basically everybody, vetted you before. I don't know how the fuck I got in. But everybody's really nice, and if something drops, everyone's like, hey, I got hey, if you need these, take them, and and stuff like that. So it's the same way in our Discord. I see a lot of people just, oh, here, shit, yeah, I don't care about that fucking garbage, take it. It's cool.
Which is cool because you don't get that on the app. I mean, it could be the exact same people on the app, but you're not going to give your cards away to people on the app the way you will in the Discord, because you know that person, you talk to them, you know what they like,
and it's not just we're just not just in there trading. We're talking about our families and our friends and what we're doing, our jobs and all kinds of stuff. Pringles.
There's a whole channel for Pringles.
We have our whole channel just
There's
about
a whole
Pringles.
channel just about Pringles.
Yeah, it's great.
Pringles
it's
and booze usually. Yeah. But yeah, you're exactly right. It's a very good group of folks over there too. So
yeah, so it's a community. That's what it's feeling like is a nice bunch of people hanging out and having fun together. So that's great.
Yeah.
So thanks again, folks. Hang out with us again next week, and arrivederci.
See you later.
Minshew.
I like it.
Yeah.
We are Legion.
We are all.
We are one.
We are
Watching.
Watching.